All right. Hello. Welcome to another edition of the Fivers Futures Live. I am Dave, your host, and hopefully this is going to be another fun and exciting one. How you doing? Let's get this thing going. You know what? I'm currently in a short position on the NQ, trying to capture some of that pre-market momentum. So far moving down. So let's see if we can get a further continuation downwards. I don't have a specific target yet. Ideally, it would be great if we could get to 30,617, but that's a pretty, that would be a pretty far-reaching target because we have multiple. Let me put this bigger. All right, I see Tinana is in the house. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me, by the way, because yesterday we had a problem with the audio. So let me know if you could hear me. All right. Yeah, so far this is hesitating. So we're basically, if this works, it'll be a 3-to-1 trade. If it doesn't, well, that's fine. I'm willing to give it all the way up to maybe, this area here. So I'm willing to allow it to pull back all the way to here. That would be a scratch trade. I'm leaving the risk here just because the way the market has been moving these days, it's a whippy market. We'll get wicks, so I don't want to get wicked out for no reason if there's breaking news or anything. So loud and clear. Awesome. Good to know. All right, we're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna roll through these charts and check everything out. So let's leave this on a 5-minute. Let me zoom out a little bit. So here is quickly on the Nasdaq what we're looking at. We have a trend ongoing, right? We've had this trend since yesterday. That we broke out of the trend, pulled back yesterday. I was actually looking to take some trades here. These did not come to fruition, and then I left the account alone. Now what I'm looking at and realizing is that we are inside the continuation of yesterday's trend, right? Let me put this on a 15-minute maybe. This way you'll see it clearer. Let's pull this back. All right, and then the mid-range of this range would be, of this trend, sorry, would be around here. All right, so what did we have? We had the breaking news, the Iran news. We broke out, right? And then we started, as I say, running, right? Or trotting maybe. Then we broke out again, and that was kind of a sprint. And Caesar yesterday caught some good trades here. I had the right idea, wrong, well, I wouldn't say wrong timing, just not the right conviction, and didn't catch this. And now we've pulled back above yesterday's trend, and now we've fallen back into this area. So ideally, what I want to see is, okay, are we gonna, continue? Is this midpoint going to be the continuation of this trend right here? So are we going to be able to find some support here, retest, and then continue higher to the upside? Or do we need to slow down? Do we need to maybe continue to sprint down for a while and go test the lower end of this range before we continue? Or do we completely lose these levels and continue to the downside, to catch this previous resistance level all the way down here? We'll find out today. And then the other thing is we have a gap to fill all the way at 30,000. Now, Are we going to pull back all the way down there today? I am not 100% positive. I don't think so. We'll see. But so far, we are pushing lower. Now, we know once the market opens, the narrative has a tendency to change. So we'll see what happens once the market opens. And then this position I'll hold for a while here and see how it behaves. Like I said, I'm willing to give it to more or less break even. So I would say around here. So we'll put this, this is more or less the stop. We'll put a thick line, put it in orange. This is kind of our line in the sand. So we'll see what happens there. Holding this little short here, see what we can get before the market opens. I hear my doorbell ring. There's somebody in the background waiting. Let me know when you're ready. What's up? What's up, man? Good, good, good. How about you?
They are in play.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Caesar's in the house. You're live, by the way.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
No problem. Yeah, shorts are in play so far. I'm holding a small position here. See if we can get a quick scalp to the downside.
Okay, looks good, looks good. Yeah, I'm looking for price to come down to, well, are you trading ES?
No, I'm trading the NQ, MNQ, actually,
MNQ?
micros.
Yeah. So I like MNQ down to 30,660.
660. All right, that's right around where I have my well, it's a little higher than where my levels are, but that's actually right above my target. I'm looking to get out around the 700s because of that cluster here.
Mm-hmm.
And ideally I want to get out before the open. So
Okay.
we'll see. You know how the open changes everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, it does.
So we'll see what we get here.
Let's see what.
Jane's not going to be able to join today. She has some personal stuff to take care of. So today's just going to be you and me.
All right, awesome.
And there were two.
Yep, yep, yep. What about what's his name? The Indian guy,
Samir?
Samir.
Yeah, Samir only joins on Mondays because he does both the CFD side and the future side. So Samir and Victor alternate on Mondays. This way they can fulfill the other duties they have on the CFD side.
Gotcha.
Uh, so yeah,
Okay.
this way they're covered. Whenever you can share your screen, I like to know why you're looking at the 600s.
Okay.
Well, I know why. I just want to hear your perspective.
Gotcha. Share my screen. All right,
All
I'm sharing
right,
my screen.
let's pull you up. Oh, you went out.
I went out again.
Yeah, I went out. Put mine back on.
Okay, now there you go. You can share.
Okay. And you're on.
All right. So if you can see on my screen, I have an alert. So the area that we bounced off of yesterday, this
Hmm.
area right here. So this is what I'm looking for price to come back into this area.
Okay.
That's why I'm targeting. That's why I'm targeting the 660. So yesterday once we ran up, I was looking for another pullback into this area for a potential re-long. So that's why
Let's see
I'm
what we
looking.
get. Yeah, that's right above those that kind of double resistance level we had
Hmm.
before,
Yeah. So.
around, yeah,
Yeah.
3,600.
Hmm.
Very good, very good.
So if we can stay underneath the closing price of yesterday. It's a good sign. And plus, that we took out the highs two more times, right? So all-time high, we took it out once, twice, three, and then we started failing. So given that Friday is half a day and quad witching has now been moved up from Friday to Thursday, and then we have the Fed minutes tomorrow. I'm
Mhm.
expecting some decent profit taking, and then we'll see what the next few days bring.
We'll see,
So
we'll see.
yeah, so with that being said, I'm gonna be trading relatively light the next few days, so I'm just trading defensive. I'm not looking to, be a hero or, hit it out of the park. Just some nice base hits.
I'm a big fan of base hits, man.
Hmm.
So let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do the rounds as usual. I'm gonna wait for, a few more people to log in, and then want to check out as usual all the assets: oil, gold,
yeah,
silver. We'll take a look at the ES, et cetera, et cetera.
yeah.
All right, we got IG6207 back in the house. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you, man. Well, I'm saying man. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. So good to see you. Welcome back in the house. So Caesar was just showing his levels, and I am currently in a short. There you go. You're a man. We got Justin back in the house. How you doing, Justin? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. So right now holding an NQ, I mean an MNQ short, trying to see if I could get a quick lower target before the open. I don't necessarily want to hold this into the open, so we'll see. But the theory is what? The theory is we had our trend going since yesterday, right? We kind of were trotting. We exploded to the upside, so we started sprinting, found support again, and tried to continue the trend. We had the double tops here where we had our level. I shorted on that downside momentum, and now we're waiting to see if this will continue before the open. If not, my line in the sand is just right around here where I'll get out. So we'll see what happens. Red day today. Well, we'll see. We'll find out because if we look on the daily, it might just be we're reloading to continue to the upside, right? If I pull up the daily chart here, let me put this like this. Um, this is what this is what yesterday looked like, right? We had a really explosive candle from what was it? 30,301 all the way up to 30,900. That's almost 900 points up. I mean, that was a really strong candle. And the news has been overall positive. So, like Caesar was saying, I'm expecting a little bit of profit taking before we just reload and continue, We'll see. We'll see if that happens because the news has been overwhelmingly positive so far. That Hormuz news, the news that a deal has been, you know, they finally found an agreement. So we'll see if that continues into today. And then if it's a huge profit taking day, well, we're already well positioned. So we'll see how that plays out. I want to remind you guys really quickly from the 820 to the 25th, you get a second chance if you get an account. So if you have a futures account and you blow it up, you can get a reset. So keep that in mind. And then the Trading World Championships, the Forex side is still leading, guys. Let's see, where are we? Yesterday we were number 8 on the futures. So we have EP leading, Corey Wright second position, Sudai in third. And then Akash, we're all the way number 24, and I don't see any profits here, so it doesn't look like these guys are trading. And then we have a bunch of people that are negative. So we got to push this contest up. Let's see if we get some futures traders to. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got a good dozen people still, in contention. So hopefully we can get that going. All right. Let's kind of zoom out. Looks like they're buying again. All right, let's look at the NQ right now. Looking at the NQ, yeah, we're right at the point of control here on this. Let me get this indicator out. We're right at the point of control here, so the area of most volume. So we've seen a little bit of buying here. So we'll see if we get a retest and a push back down. If not, then we'll close the position and then wait until the open for us to get back in. ES is looking, let's see, let's compare, open both of them side to side. So ES down there, Nasdaq up there. Let's see relative strength wise. Well, they're looking fairly similar. We've lost a little bit of momentum on the ES, but both assets are looking pretty much the same. Looks like buyers are starting to step back in here aggressively, somewhat. So we'll see. About 10 minutes to go until the open, so we'll see what happens there. What's up, Daniel? You're saying you're done for today, but you came by. All right, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing, Joao? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know if you're talking to me, Caesar, by the way, but you're muted.
Oh, yeah, no, I was talking else.
Oh, okay. All right. And Daniel, you're always welcome to jump in if you want. The link, I don't know if the link is the same, but I'll send you the link just in case you want to chat a little bit. Let me see if it's the same. Actually, no, the link is different. So I sent it to you if you want to join. No pressure, by the way. Daniel is our Discord mod, very experienced trader. He's been trading for 20 plus years. So gold expert. Speaking of Daniel, let's take a look at gold.
Bounce is looking pretty good. If NQ gets over 40,
I can't hear you well.
Can you hear me?
Now, yes. Man, what did you do? You need to do that every day because you have this buzzing sound that I've been meaning to tell you about. Now it's gone. So this is perfect, man.
Yeah, if NQ gets over 846, if it gets over 846, it could push back up to 874, around here. I'd be looking to push to this level and possibly a rejection. But if it gets over it, I mean, we could end up going to see 31,000 today. But we'll see. It's again speculation based on the overall movement, but it has to get over certain levels in order for me to say like, oh, this is going to continue up. So if it gets over 870, we could go retest yesterday's high. Over that, we could end up making a new all-time highs.
Yep, that's kind of aligned with what I have here. My entry is actually at 871.75,
Hmm.
and my stop would be 10 points above, so call it 880. So we'll see if we retest here and have to find liquidity lower, or if we just explode up.
Yeah.
But I agree with you there. So we'll see what happens. If you can talk gold, you're all for it. Yeah, come in. You're welcome. We'll it's just me and Caesar today. So three's a crowd. You're welcome to jump in if you want. And give us your gold insights. We know traders are always asking for gold, always asking for tips on gold. And I don't trade gold that often, even though I can analyze it. But you're always welcome to come in, Daniel. So yeah, Justin, what is your question? You're saying red day today, as in do we crash, or um, am I red, or what's the question here? All right, let's take a look at oil real quick. Let me look at oil based on everything that's been going on. All right, there he is. Yes, I can hear you. I can't hear you again, Caesar, by the way, if you're talking to me. All right, gold found. We've been talking about this liquidity here, gold pushing higher. Interesting. Let me look at oil. I mean, look at crude oil. All right, crude oil. So far, the theory has been playing out. We had a good news development. Now, with this news, this scenario might not play out. I'm still gonna wait, but I definitely want to see once we trend down to this, call it 65, 60 to $65 area, what happens with the asset. So we'll see. Justin saying, nah, definitely won't crash. SpaceX is the new hype. Man, yeah, SpaceX is definitely hyped. I know Caesar is trying to buy all the stock. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. You hear, Daniel? All right, I'm gonna pull you up just in a second. Let me get that studio ready for a second. You're ready to go. So you already took your. I'm gonna bring you on screen. Um, yeah. So you already took your gold trades.
Oh yeah, it come in early. Normally it takes after New York, but today it was early, and it actually have one again. But I'm done. I feel I don't have to. I will show you what I'm talking about. It's easier
Okay,
when you see it.
no problem. Give me just 1 second. I'm making you a screen right there so we could see your um, your screen.
My mic is okay.
Your mic is okay. I could hear you loud and
Oh,
clear.
great, great. Hi, Caesar. By the way, I don't think I met you before in here. Great to meet you.
Caesar, you're muted, by the way.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm never sure if it's on purpose or not.
That's on purpose.
Okay, no problem. All right, Daniel, you're live. Let us know.
I'm live. I'm alive too. Great.
That's always a good
Right.
thing. That's always a good thing.
Yeah. So basically, today I've done three updates during my trading today because I was talking to my gold group, and so there are a lot of things going on here. So I will try to explain it because I think I showed you this one last time.
Hmm.
So basically, 50-minute gold futures. I always use the futures feed. because it's the cleanest, best you can get when it comes to gold. If you do
Mhm.
CFD, you will get a lot of noise and uh, flip flopping on the wicks. So that's why I'm using it. And we are in the future, so that's probably more proper to use anyway.
Indeed.
So what did I do this morning? I added something I call a golden level. It's hard to see there because it's such small fonts. But anyway, this is the yellow line up here.
Hmm.
So basically, what this is, as always, every day, same box again. We have New York time here, so it's 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. doing nothing. Just
Hmm.
let them fight, right? And then we wait for a break above or a break below. And it breaks above, wicks above. When that happens, this one lights up, saying there is an imbalance or fair value gap or whatever we want to call them, right?
Hmm.
And you see there's a little purple line below there. See that one?
Yep.
And that's the A to B 50%. Because gold love 50%, like many markets.
Can you remind me from what time to what time your box runs again? The green box?
11 p.m. New York to 6 a.m.
11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, New York
Yeah,
time, Eastern time.
yeah.
Okay.
You actually have the indicator in Discord, by the way, so you can add it to
Yeah,
your chart.
check it out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The AB 50%, 50% is always important because everything, uh, the start of the imbalance top down to 50% is a zone where I can enter trades.
Hmm.
So as long as the market just go down, take a little bit of the imbalance, goes up, come back, goes up, come back, it will plot multiple orders. Let me see if we have, like you see here.
Hmm.
That was the first time it filled everything. It's hard to see. I can't expand the text on that one. I will change that later. But it says IMB 50% fill. That means now we have filled the line below there, the 50%, and the imbalance. And now it will not plot any more badges,
Okay.
right? And this was an overnight trade. That crazy one when
Yeah, when
I
it
think there was
gapped up.
something with a deal there that was done.
Yeah.
So it's
Nice.
been a super week. Same thing here, exactly on the imbalance, no drawdown. Take profit is always the breakout high. But you see, it says TP and it says PTP. PTP stands for partial take profit.
Got it.
In our group, or every trader actually, uh, partial should always be part of your game, never full TP.
Hmm.
Why close? I mean, David says that. Dave says that as well. Why close trades that are in going in your direction? That's
20 seconds to the
protected.
open.
20 seconds to
Protected.
the open. All right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh, protected with break even. When you come up here, take partial if you want to, or just protect it so you
Right,
can't lose. Right.
Hmm.
price open.
And if you hold it
And
overnight,
NQ's
make
dropping.
sure that you mow your break
NQ's very
even
low.
to cover commissions and swaps and stuff like that. Right.
Nice.
And
Close
then
short. 1 micro 780.
Give me
Lisa,
one
can
sec,
you
Daniel.
mute
So
yourself?
looking to add.
He's just giving pointers to the traders because we're open.
Okay. Do you want me to pause and I can come back later?
No, we could stay on. I just want to tell everybody since I was in a position, the just want to show the position and then we'll get out. So they're increasingly buying here. I didn't want to hold until the open, so I'm just gonna put my stop here at break even. Pay for commission, so $5. If
20.
it wants to continue down, it'll continue down. If not, it'll just stop me out and it'll be a scratch trade. So that'll be my trade for now.
Let's go.
There's a question for you, Daniel. If you take just one contract, how can you partial
Come on.
close?
Sorry, Brody.
I, I trade macros, so I never take just one. So minimum two, otherwise you can't, of course. Then you will have to work with your stop loss break even.
229.
Got it.
SpaceX hit 229 after hours.
What?
Got it. And then a couple questions here. One for Caesar. Are you short NQ?
Yes, I am short NQ at 780. Stop loss is 820. I'm looking to add. There's only one micro. I'm about to add soon. Once it gets under 750, my target is 660.
All right. Well, I'm already in position. I'm just gonna leave my position right here.
I have to take the phone. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, damn. Oh, ES. What a.
ES is there's a big divergence here between ES and NQ, by the way. So NQ is pushing lower, but ES pushing higher. I could show you right here.
Divergence on that end.
What?
I said that's divergence. When you see ES going up, or when you see ES going one direction, NQ going on the opposite is divergence. So one of them is lying.
Yeah, we always say that. So the NQ, look at NQ pushing lower, and then look at ES up there just exploding up. So something's going on. This is like complete opposite directions, complete opposite correlations. So we'll keep the NQ here, and then we'll compare. Let's look at YM. YM's going up. Let's look at the Russell. Russell's going up. So all the indices are going up except the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let me look at, just for funsies, Bitcoin pushing up. Let's look at gold. Gold pushing up. Silver's pushing up. Of course, CL is pushing down. So is NQ telling the truth, or is everybody else lying?
Let's see. I think NQ's trying to okie doke us. I mean, I'm in profits right now. I'm going back and forth between being 10 points in profits to 10 to 15 points negative.
All right, I'm just gonna put my stop above this prior wick. It's a very tiny trade, just one contract, just one micro.
All right, she dropping the 60s. It needs to break 750.
We're right around this
750.
So we are at the range here, right? Ooh, at the trend.
Ooh. She gonna crack it?
So let's see if we break the trend or not.
Oh, yeah, she's cracking it. She's cracking it. She's cracking it. Boom, cracked 50.
All right, and then I'm just trailing this. So that's 1R. By the way, let me know when you're back, Daniel. Daniel's not back.
It's bouncing off of the EMA.
Yeah, it's catching basically yesterday's trend here. If we look at the way it traded yesterday, it's kind of gotten to this area where we could see a potential reversal. So since everything's pushing up,
I'm gonna stop out.
Where is 2R? 2R would be here. Let's see if we get 2R or if it just wouldn't be 1R trade. Yeah, it's gonna be 1R. All right, we're out.
Yeah, and it's flipping. Yeah, 30. Yeah. Good stop out. Good stop out.
Yeah, we need to see the flush here, but didn't happen.
Nah, she's
so let's wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I pick other spots, just because I'm seeing too much diversions everywhere. You're back, Daniel?
Oh yeah.
So what do you think of this? Look at the ES just exploding up, and only now is the Nasdaq kind of reversing. Look at the YM. I know you trade the Dow. Dow is exploding up as well. Russell exploding up as well. What's your take there on the indices?
They're going up.
They're going. No, because we had a clear divergence between the NQ and everything else, and everybody likes to say one of them is lying. So I was like, okay, is the Nasdaq telling the truth and everybody else is lying, or is it the reverse? The Nasdaq is lying, and everybody else is telling the truth. So
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that reversal on NQ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it
is
definitely
this
was
is a
lying.
nice double
Yeah,
bottom here.
Russell's pushing, Dow Jones pushing, ES is pushing. Although I do understand why Nasdaq was selling off because Tesla and Nvidia was just nosediving right from the open, and we couldn't close under that 750, and this thing is right back to yesterday's close. So now if it gets over 840, I would be interested in longs.
840. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it does. 840 is
no
about
one USD news, what I can see more today. So
what?
there are new news today for USD.
I'd make a quick 50.
You're asking or you're telling me there's news?
But I'm all right.
I'm telling you, there is. It was only Aussie and Yen that had some news in the morning.
I mean, there was news at 8:30, building permits, etc., but there's nothing else.
Yeah, it says Yen, Aussie, and Yen on Forex Factory for the red folder.
Yeah.
So tomorrow there is a
we'll
lot
see.
of USD news. Lot of them.
Yeah, tomorrow, let's pull this up.
There's
It says,
FOMC, but it's not a real one. It's just a statement and press conference.
Yeah.
So
Long 830, 1 micro on MNQ. Over 850, I'm gonna add 5 more. Let's go.
nice.
It up.
You said you weren't going aggressive. What's aggressive? 50?
No, 50, 5 micros added on top of it'll just put me in like half a mini. That's not aggressive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's aggressive for you? Aggressive
Aggressive would
is
be
different.
like
That's
20
why I said 50.
micros.
Okay. Got it.
Aggressive would be like 30 to 50 micros, which would put me in like either 3 or 5
3 to
minis.
5 minis.
Yeah, but like anything under a mini is not aggressive for me.
Sounds good.
Is-
All right. I want to keep you going, Daniel, with that gold here since we opened. So let me put your screen back up.
Almost 10.
yeah, thank you.
And since everything's moving, you could tell us maybe what you're looking at gold
Red or
right
green?
now as well.
Yeah, I'm back. Great. Let me pull up the chart here. Okay, so basically we can take today's because it's the same thing every day, but so we had
Same
this
thing
box
every day.
again. Yeah,
Same but different.
exactly. Yeah, SSDD. I'm not going to tell you what that means. All right, the box took out the high, and normally when it's just weak like this, we have always 70 to 100% chance it's going to flip. Flip means it goes from buy to sell during the US session.
Mhm.
But it has done that several times this week without really flipping. So right now I feel gold is very strong. I think we'll have at least $200-300 up until August.
Okay.
I think it will do a comeback now as long as the Middle Eastern situation is under some sort of control. So basically, when I have a imbalance field like this and it almost hit 50, took the trade up to here where I took partial profit. Then I trailed the candle by candle until it was stopped out. So it was a good trade still. It's coming again here, but for me, I always take the first full field imbalance. Then I leave it because my experience says that if you take the second one where it goes lower than the first imbalance fill, it has a much higher probability to actually fall down again.
Got it.
So I'm down for the day, right? So and you see the golden level here. That means basically that the indicator takes the highest of the market. I think this one down to the lowest imbalance. Yeah, there you have it, and just show Fibonacci 162 or 61.8. So traders that do the partial know that this is a very important key level every day. You see it here, for example, if they took partial here, And then they have a key level here, and we come up there and we go sideways. Say, well, it's probably a good time to leave for now, or really tighten your stop, because this is 161.8, and gold just love these Fibonacci levels under 50%. So it's just to help traders, because I have a small gold group that uses this one. They are pretty happy right now, because we have developed this from a very basic indicator till a full-blown EA without trading for us. It's just telling us what to do, when to do, and so on. And you also see up here, it can be hard to see this up here. It actually
Mhm.
shows us what is happening in the trade right now. What is it done, where the gap is, and so on. And then we can also monitor 5 time frames at the same time here. But for now we're only using 50 minutes, because that's shown to give the best results. So gold is bullish, I would say, but you never know. All of a sudden it can drop down to somewhere. But the long term, I would say 4,600 up to 5,000 again wouldn't be no surprise during the summer here. So,
Okay.
so that's my look. And as you see, gold fall down pretty hard. This is a lot of millions of dollars of gold selling off, and that can many times trigger the U.S. indices like Nasdaq, Dow Jones,
Hmm.
and so on. So
Hmm.
today they are actually talking a true trading language. Many days they go in the same direction, and then someone is lying, right?
Yeah.
So so.
Interesting. They're asking you, Daniel, what's the indicator you're using?
That's an indicator I done with AI. It's basically how I trade lower time frame. Normally, I'm on the 4 hour. I have a system called CET. You may have heard about that one before. But many traders want to have a day trading system, and I have a day trading system in my head. So I try to tell the AI what I do with the box, with the imbalance, the 50%, the taking profit at the breakout, stay in, how we should stay in, how we should safeguard our trades, and so on. So it's not the public indicator, it's just things that I do, but nothing is hidden. It's very basic. You can learn it by watching it, and then you can create your own or just write down the rules. And if you are in the futures or in the CFD, you can DM me and contact me if you want to have the exact rules. I'll give it to you. I always give everything for free. I never sell anything because trading is hard enough, right?
Indeed, indeed. I like that. Yeah, we always give everything for free here. Like we've said, IG6207, if you are part of the community, log into the Discord, talk to Daniel, and he's always lurking there. So he'll give you all the, all the tips and the indicators, etc., etc. So you have to go in the Discord. That's how you reach Daniel.
Yeah. One of the 5 is Discord. Futures is where I normally should be, but I'm also in the CFD section. So, and my username is Insomnia Trader at Discord. So if you can search at Insomnia Trader, that's me.
There you
And
go.
in futures, you'll see me as Mod, as a green marked Daniel. So that's the right one. So
Yeah, you'll find Daniel. You could just tag him there, and yeah, he will help you.
and I actually have a full description video that I posted in Discord. Is it okay if I post it here, Dave?
Yeah, you could
That
post
explains
it.
the system.
Sure. You
So you
want
can actually
to
watch the
share the
system,
link?
because it's hidden or it's unlisted, so you can't see it online. But I will bring it up.
Justin saying, does that mean you don't sleep, Daniel?
Oh yeah, I never sleep. Um, I like to have 1-2 weeks per year resting, but when I'm resting, I do something else online. So that's
I
me.
thought.
I've been doing this since 20, 30 years back when I did marketing and everything. I was working day and night, helping customers, and so for me, it's nothing bad really. It's just how I am. So sometimes I overwork myself, but then you don't see me for a couple of days, but then I come back. So
There we go.
that's
There
how
we
it goes.
go. When you said 2 weeks, I thought you were gonna say I only sleep 2 weeks a year. By the way, I'm long, guys.
Oh, hopefully it's more than that. Hopefully it's more.
Hopefully, it's more than 2 weeks a year. Yeah.
So
Um,
I
but
don't know
yeah,
how easy it is to copy URLs in YouTube, but hopefully you can do that.
you have to send it to me. Where'd you send it? On Discord or?
I can send it to you. It's there you have it. So.
All right, so I'll put that in the chat. This way, you guys can go look at Daniel's.
So NQ is still pushing.
NQ's
It's gotten
pushing.
over the. It broke 850. It's pulling back, but I'm looking to see if this 50-minute candle will close over 832, which is looking like it will. And then I'm gonna look to add. Actually, probably
Yep.
should have done it already.
So I'm in on this account at 844. On the other account here at 830.
Let's go.
Let's see what we get.
Yeah.
I posted it, Daniel. So anybody who wants to check this out, we can.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a home delivery of food here in 12 minutes. I will have to leave you, but hopefully I can come back another day and we can talk gold again because
Awesome.
That's my specialty of all of them.
I definitely want to learn more and more about gold because, when it gets going, like, the trade we caught the other day, when it gets going, it really gets going. But you really have to find those, sniper entries.
Yeah, it's an exciting asset if you know what you're doing.
Yep. I like it.
So have a good day there and good luck with your indices. See you. Bye.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Come on, keep it going. So I added to my NQ position, targeting 900 and 915, but it needs to get over.
I'm at 9. Yeah, we're similar. I put 919, but it's how do you call it?
Let's go.
It's not a hard exit. We have Classy Effects. Hello, guys. Good morning. Good morning to you. Caesar and I both are long the MNQ. Yep. So we'll see. This will be a quick scalp for me. Let's see if we get it. I know Justin likes the boxes. So let me do some quick boxes for you.
Tesla turned. Nvidia's turning.
Yeah. We reached the high of the trend here, so that might be like a gradual short entry. I'm going to give it one more push. Let's see if we get one more push and then we'll reevaluate. So basically, like I like to tell you guys, let's switch to this.
Good.
Opening range.
Yeah,
we're doing good. We're doing good.
We are doing
opening range on here. This is the indicator. We had a range of. Wait, let me put it here. Range was about 109 points, which means you could target 50 points over the range. And like we said yesterday, 75% of the time this will hit. So you're targeting.
Anyone was looking for
9. Caesar said 915. The target would be 916. I'm greedy. I put 919, but we're nickel and diamond here, so that's the area we should be targeting. So we'll see which one hits first.
Yeah, and if
Well,
anyone's not
obviously it's gonna be
in,
15, but
if no one's in, where they would look to enter long would be around the 850 level, 850, 840. But if it hits 915 first, then at that point where they would probably look for a retracement would be down to like 870, 880.
yeah.
And if it doesn't come back once it gets over 915, if you have like a chase position that you're comfortable risking 30 points for a potential new all-time high of 31,000.
And since we're expecting this to hit and pull back, I'm just, gradually trailing the stop, risking about 20 points for now. They're holding this down.
Add again. I like this.
Just risk the prior low.
Let's go.
Where are you risking from, Caesar? Let me put your screen up.
My first entry was, let's see,
Oh, sorry.
share. My first entry was in the 820s, and I explained how once this gets over 840, 850, I would add, which I did, and now I just added again on this pullback because I still like this momentum to the upside. So I just added at 850, which I said anyone that's not in it, you want to look for an 850, 840 pullback to enter. Risk according to your account size and tolerance. And the target for me is 900 and 915.
Nice. I was going to put up your screen, but it disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just want to see this push over 880 with strength. We might get that like around 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Tesla's looking good.
So let me look at the internals really quickly.
Good push. Good push. Come on. Get over 80. There we go. Over 70 again. That was a great ad.
Great ad. Great ad.
Yes, sir.
VIX. So advanced decline. Overall, we're starting to decline. Tick chart is ticking red. Fold ratio. So up volume minus down volume is kind of neutral. So that's telling us that we're bound to get a pullback soon.
All right, ladies. I'm gonna go.
Interesting. VIX is at 15. I didn't realize the VIX was so low. All right, guys, just waiting for that last push. If it gets to 90% of my take profit, I'm getting out. Just because logically, this might be an area where we see a pullback. So we exploded up here. Probably might be getting a pullback around this area here. So I was going to do the boxes for Justin. I didn't have time to do them today, but what you're looking at is first 15 minutes. So call it 9:30. Sorry, let's do with the 1 minute. 9:45 would be here. 9:30 is here. That means your opening range is this. Right? This is the opening range. This is the midpoint of the opening range. Right around here. So what I took was essentially the breakout. What I took was basically this breakout. And then I'm risking, right around that 50% area. Now, what we are waiting to see is if we can target that first 50%, which is the target that hits most often, but we're seeing a lot of resistance here, right? So that's one way to look at the charts. The other way is, you guys know I like to use trends, and we've caught up to the height of the trend. So a pullback is expected. I was hoping to get one last push before the pullback, but not 100% sure we're going to get it. We have 10 o'clock opening in a few minutes. Let's look at the hourlies. So on the hourlies, we're looking okay, but this is a lot of indecision. We were trending down towards the open, so not looking very convincing. Let's zoom into the lower time frames. So yeah, this is not very convincing for me. All right, I'm closing this as a scratch trade for now. Just because I wanted it to give me the last push before pulling back. So now we just wait for another setup, right? And what can other setups look like? Well, let me just show you on here. If you're using the opening range, so here we have a micro trend, right? This blue line here. We have a micro trend that we broke out of, and what it could do is just continue up and actually reach the target. But personally, that's not what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to keep the trend and continue up. It broke the trend, but it pulled back over VWAP, so that could have been another add. But I saw some relative weakness here, so I'm not going to wait and find out. Scratch trade for me. What other setups could we be looking for is if we pull back to this, call it, 810, and we see some strength, maybe we get that retest to the upside. Otherwise, we wait and see, okay, is it really curling down? And are we going to target those 600s? So curling down would mean, we push lower, maybe go test those lower levels, form a lower high, and then continue to the downside. So that would be the bearish case. The bullish case, as usual, is we find buyers again around these levels, maybe above these highs, this pre-market highs, and then we continue higher to the upside. So waiting to see what's going to happen. We'll see. Sellers are looking somewhat aggressive here. It's a pretty big wick on the 15-minute chart. So on the 15 here, pretty big wick. So this might just fall. Let's see. Some buying. They're holding it up.
That was a wicked pullback.
Yep. They're trying to push it lower.
Dirty.
To me, there was a lot of hesitation there. I was looking for that last push, so scratch trade. I got out basically break even.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it. I know I'm not.
Again, they could reload and push it up from here. We'll find out.
Yeah, not too.
I don't like holding unless I'm deep in profits. I don't like holding on that to that 10 o'clock open. So
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, she looking nasty right now.
let's see. Maybe the Nasdaq was telling the truth and everybody else was lying, because the Nasdaq was the one pushing lower and everybody else was going higher. Let me switch to the ES and see what's going on.
I don't know. I mean, ES still looks pretty good to the upside. It's just, yeah, it's not clean. we'll
Yeah,
see.
it's not very clean, and we've been barcoding a lot since Asia after that last move here.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's probably to be expected, it being an FMOC week. Uh,
Yeah.
FMOC, we have quad witching on Thursday, and for those that don't know what quad witching is, that's when futures and option contracts all expire. Normally it's on a Friday, but because of the holiday market closure, well, half day on Friday, they
Hmm.
changed it to Thursday, which is, yeah. So people will come in on Thursday like, oh, the market's just very volatile, up and down, barcoding, like what's going on? It's like, oh yeah, they moved quad witching from Friday to Thursday because of Juneteenth, and I'm like, ugh, like you could just celebrate this without having it being, like a day that closes the market halfway, like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we could close everything else. We don't need to close the market.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, give people days off, but leave the
Yeah,
market open.
let the market do what it's gonna do.
Yeah, yeah. So
So actually, speaking of the market being open or closed, do you like, because they're talking more and more about all these markets being open
24.
24/7? What's your take on that? Are you for? Are
Um,
you against? Are you
I'm
neutral?
against. Um,
Okay, my man, I like that. Yeah.
I'm against it because the reason I'm against is like you're not really gonna have a chance to breathe, especially like with long-term positions,
Hmm.
right? So with that, like you're not really gonna be able to swing effectively because of the volatility that is going to bring from having the market being traded 23 hours a day, and it's just like you get no downtime. And for the people, for the degens, like now it's like it's gonna be like on overdrive, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm trying to catch every session and stuff like that. Hopefully, people are able to be disciplined to where like, okay, they're gonna pick one session and one session only. But for swing trading, it's not going to be the best. For day trading, it's going to be phenomenal because you're going to have volatility almost every single session, right? There's
Hmm.
times of the year where there's more volatility there's more volatility during the Asian sessions, right?
Hmm.
Normally, the volatility it rotates between um, London and the U.S. session. But now
Hmm.
that you're literally going to be able to trade equities at any given point. For swing trading, I don't particularly like it. There is a flip side to where it is beneficial for the average people that are working 9 to 5s, because normally anyone that works a 9 to 5, when they get home the market's closed. So now
Yeah.
they'll be able to trade equities with good volume during Asian session or during the early mornings, because most firms that give you access to trading at like 3 4 in the morning, those are very high net brokerages, right? And those brokerages, you got to have at least, oh, I mean, anywhere from 100 to 200 grand plus for you to be able to broker with them. And they
Hmm.
give you access to trading from 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. on. So
Hmm.
that's going to be great for the average individuals. Just for me, because like I do like the swing trades, here and there. I'm just not looking forward to seeing, let's say New York session, I might be up, 3%, and then come Asian session, I'm only up 1%, right? Like that fluctuation is going to be annoying, at least for me. But
Hmm.
yeah, but I'm against it because it's just
Yeah.
more
I
volatility.
think
We
I
don't need that.
think yeah, I think having a close and having defined sessions is a plus, because I've traded crypto, and I used to trade crypto back in the day, and dude, it's hard to unless I don't know how people day trade crypto, honestly. Um I can understand swing trading it, but the fact that we have, and I don't think a lot of people realize that, the fact that we have specific sessions and we have time frames, and we know, okay, we know there's going to be volatility at 9:30 every day. It's going to open and it's going to give you certain moves, et cetera, et cetera. It's a huge advantage. It's an edge, right? Where if it starts being open 24/7, and now it's a bunch of algos trading, so the algos could trade anytime. My take is we're not gonna know where these clear zones, these clear time frames where we trade. Basically, I trade the opening range breakout a lot, the opening range a lot, because it gives you areas to risk off of. It gives you a time frame. You're catching your trade between 9:30 and 11:30ish a.m., and
Yeah.
then you're done for the day. If we start trading 24/7, that's going to disappear, right?
Yeah.
And then you have power hour from 2:30, 3 to 4, more or less.
Yeah.
So I think having a break, having the sessions be defined, um, is to me beneficial both for day traders and swing traders alike, right?
Yeah.
I don't,
100%.
and we're already, at least on futures, we're already trading 23 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
So, dude, why do you need an extra hour? Let's take a break, right?
Yeah.
Let's take the weekend off. Um, all right, pulled back, held.
Nah, I'm totally with that, man. It's like I see the
That could
both
be a
sides of
possible
it,
entry.
right?
Sorry.
The pros and the cons.
Sorry, I interrupted you. I was saying this might be a possible entry again, re-entry, but let's see.
It might barcode like this until London close. We might not get that 900 until then.
Yeah, let's see. I'd like to get, that's what I'd like to get, like a little run from here to we said 915. Well, I'll call it 920. That's a good 80 points. So that could be a good quick scalp. I'll take it on another account here.
Yeah, we need this 15. We need this 15 over 850. But yeah, but I can appreciate both sides of it. Me personally, I enjoy having like, yo, these sessions are off. This session, it's
Yeah.
slow. You don't even bother. But yeah, man, I mean,
If it happens, it happens, and we'll have to figure it out. But
not only that, but they're also looking to increase the time in which you're able to trade options, which I'm pro that, right? So like
mhm.
right now, as it stands, us as retail traders, we cannot exit or enter option trades prior to 9:30. They're looking to change that rule as well. That I'm
Yeah,
for.
yeah. I think what I'm getting, the vibe I'm getting from the market is they are trying, or they're bending the rules or changing the rules. Hey, what's up, Tay Keith? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back.
Hey, hey, what's up?
And then I think you should take that SpaceX question in a
What's the
few.
question? SpaceX
SpaceX
is
is
flying
flying.
22. You have believe. Um, would you
Would
have
you have
believed
believed
that?
that?
Yeah, cause initially I was expecting it to hit the $200 on the IPO day, right? Last night, post market, it ran all the way to $229 a share, right? Like I'm literally just there watching it just run up, but for me it's like I'm sticking to my guns where I want it under the IPO listed price, which is under 135. Personally I want to pick SpaceX up under $100. I know at some point during the year we're going to have a decent correction, which now SpaceX being part of the Nasdaq, as the Nasdaq goes down, so does every other tech, right? Because the Nasdaq is compiled of tech companies. So yeah, I'm just patiently waiting for my entry. I don't, me personally, I don't care to trade it nor touch it up in these levels.
Have you heard the theory that the market is finally um has finally stopped shrinking overall because of that, partly because of that SpaceX thing? Meaning, for the past, I don't know, 20 plus years, the market had been shrinking, meaning there were a lot of buybacks and a lot of, less and less shares available for people, whether we realize it or not. less IPOs, whether we realized it or not, and because the market was shrinking, if there's less, more demand, less offer, prices go up. But with all these new IPOs that are coming in, with all the shares that SpaceX is gonna continue to dump on us, that means that the overall market is shrinking. Have you heard that theory? I haven't looked
I
into it
have.
much.
I have, and the thing with the thing with IPOs is that it has to be strategic, right? So a lot of companies, they're waiting for either to hit a specific milestone so they can get a specific evaluation, or they're waiting for a specific moment in time where the market conditions are more favorable to them to where they'll be able to get a higher valuation.
Hmm.
So yes, shrinking in the sense that like there's not as many companies going IPO, but again, that's more on like on a strategic aspect for that for any company that's looking to IPO, right? They wait for specific moments where it's really beneficial for them. SpaceX going IPOing now is like really really good because I mean they built up the anticipation, right? They got everything in order and they did their IPO. And right now we've been in this whole AI chip race, data center, all of that. So it was perfect for them to go to IPO now versus a couple of years ago where it really you, people didn't really care about the semi or the tech side.
Hmm.
As far as companies doing buybacks, I mean, when companies do buybacks, it's really good for anyone that currently owns the shares. So I wouldn't say like there are, I guess I would say there are individuals that are, I can get in like priced out of the market, right? Where like
Hmm.
certain asset classes, for it to be beneficial to them, to purchase, like they need money, so um they're not really able to get in like very good price areas, right? For example, if somebody wanted to buy Tesla, right, one share, which is like the equivalence of a grain of rice, is $406, right? So if they're looking to make thousands of dollars on their portfolio, you can't really afford to buy Tesla because you
Yeah.
could go and buy 2 shares of Tesla. You're in it for $800, and at best you might be making maybe $100 or $200 a year, depending on the fluctuation, like where you buy it and where it
Hmm.
ends up. So it's not really beneficial. But there are small caps. I mean, there's over like 2,000 small cap, mid and small cap companies that they can get into. Although those they don't move as much. But yeah, I've heard that theory, and it's just more so some of like the good stocks that can really generate um, growth. A lot of individuals are being priced out. Look at SpaceX, right? SpaceX came out. If you buy it at 150, or even right now, if you chase it at 200, I'm pretty sure at some point in the next 5 to 6 months, we're gonna see a massive dump where it either comes down to retest the original IPO price or go underneath it. And then anyone that's buying it here at the $200, they're gonna be underwater, right? And then what happens if it goes a little bit under $100? They panic, they sell. Smart money that's on the sidelines waiting are buying what they bought at a high premium at a discount, right? So the psychology of it is where most people would want to get to, where they're looking at things like these long-term investors. Be patient, wait, and otherwise you're chasing, which you're pretty much priced out of certain equities.
Yeah, I mean, I always take the case, the Walmart case. You had 10 years, you had a decade to buy Walmart, right? Yeah, of course you didn't. It was fluctuations at the time, but if you zoom out and you look, you had a decade to buy it. So I think it might be the case for SpaceX as well, where the company has huge plans that might take a huge amount of time to play out, so you might be well off playing the long game with that asset. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. The whole theory was though that since the market is expanding and instead of shrinking, that all prices might fall and lose value for a certain period of time until we can get to the, because dude, those SpaceX valuations are crazy. Again, that's my personal opinion,
yeah,
huh?
it's almost like a 100x
Yeah,
evaluation, and it's
it's
like,
crazy. I
bro,
mean,
like,
they said the total addressable market cap was 25 trillion. That's a quarter of the or a third of the world's wealth. I don't know how
bro,
Elon plans on grabbing that unless he's manages to go to Mars and then harvest all those how do you call this? All those metals, minerals,
mhm,
whatever he could find. But hey, we'll see
we'll
how
see.
it plays
Yeah,
out.
we'll see.
What I know though, having traded for a little bit amount of time, is that the market can be irrelevant for a huge amount of time. So we opened at one, was it 150, 160? We
It opened 135 and quickly popped to what, 150
Okay,
something, like 152, and
let me
then
check it
from
out.
152 it went all the way to 70, like 70. It
Okay.
put, and then every so often, like, it would literally do like a crazy wick down to 150, and then
Uh-huh.
instantly pop back up to 160, 166. Yeah, and I don't know what came out on it that has it running last night. I mean, last night.
We dude, what? I'm looking at it right now. Let me pull it up. It's looking like a small cap.
Yeah,
Oh my god. I haven't
yeah,
that I'm looking at it right now cuz
legit.
I told you guys I wasn't going to touch it. But oh, come on.
Yeah,
Block.
legit.
Day.
And
Look at this. This is like you've traded small caps enough. This is like
yeah,
a small cap gapping up and halting. This is
yeah,
insane.
and
That's what I'm talking. We could be irrelevant for a long time. This could go to 1,000 before the market is like, oh, okay, we need to pull back. So I don't know, man.
if it goes to a
Good luck
thousand
catching it
before a
under
pullback,
100.
I'm gonna be upset.
Good luck catching it under 100.
Yeah, I would be so upset if this thing goes to a thousand before.
If it does what Google did, you could be any small pullback could be bought. Good
Yeah,
morning, I Kramali. By the way, guys, I took a quick short here, quick scalp. I don't know if they're gonna sweep and reverse it back up or not. But we formed the theory is what we formed a high, we formed a lower high, and I saw the momentum coming in. I actually accidentally entered long. I don't know if you guys saw it, but what I was trying to get was the short. So waited a second, entered short. Not looking to hold very long, just because I anticipate if we don't really fall here, we might get the sweep. If not, we'll probably get those 600s that Caesar's been talking about since this morning, and I hope so since we're in the short. All right, here we go.
dropping.
So that would be 660. Let me zoom out a little bit to see what would be a target that makes sense. 660. I mean, a real awesome target would be those 620s, but I don't know if we'll get that. Let's see, 620, 630. But again, be aware that this could be a sweep and then we revert back up. So Ganesh Kumar saying, can you get any capital? Well, yes, you can get capital. If you buy an account with the fivers, you get 25K, 50K, up to 150K to trade. So you could definitely put your skills there to work and get some capital. All right, we're getting that push lower. Had another position going. Let's see. All right. So, possible targets. You guys know I like to measure them using. Man, this is looking like a sweep. If we're getting increase in volume here. So a great target would be maybe those. We already tagged 720. That was my target this morning.
Yeah.
We already tagged 720, so I would say those 700s just front running a little bit, and then a great target for me would be just around those 650s, 640s. So we're gonna try to hold until then, because unfortunately I only got in with one micro. I gotta say it's really tricky to trade more than a couple micros on those 25K accounts unless you're
Already up.
full porting it, or you're already up a bunch. So I'm trading tiny size here.
Yeah. What a
Um,
flip. What a flip.
it
Everything.
really helps with discipline. I gotta say that when you're
Mhm.
forced to trade small and you don't have that much drawdown,
Yeah.
for somebody who's new, it'll help you with your discipline. And even if you're not new and you kind of forget your discipline, like I do sometimes, it'll smack you in the face. Be like, dude, scale down.
Yup.
Don't go 10x.
Don't. Take it easy.
Yep. All right, we're moving lower. Just gonna trail this
You know.
using 2-minute bars. So this would put us 1 R in profit. We look at the 5. All right. So they might be looking to get out. You didn't catch anything?
No, I'm sidelined. I'm sidelined.
Okay.
I got stopped out of my out of
The
my
long?
long. I'm still
Okay.
up on the day, but yeah. So I'm just gonna wait. If it comes down to that 660, I'll look to scale in there.
Yeah, I remember you've been talking about this since this morning, so hopefully we get that.
Yeah, original plan was shorts, right? But obviously, like it played around a bit, and now the short side is actually playing out, which is good. So yeah, I'll just look for
Yep.
my bounce play. Just cracked 700, 695, 690,
Pushing lower, looking
686.
good.
Yeah, it's pushing.
All right, so diamond hands. Let's see if we get that. Those six, call it 650s, 640s.
Yeah, I think you will.
Wick below.
Yeah, I think you will. That's good.
What are we about 2 R in profit? All right, guys. Since we're just chilling, watching this fall, ask away if you have any questions. If you want to know anything, that's why we are here. So you got a good 20 plus minutes, 30 plus minutes to ask us anything. This is a huge advantage, guys. I don't think you realize you have people with experience putting their trading on the line. Basically, that's kind of us stripping naked in front of you, just with trading, showing you
Something
what we
along
do.
those lines.
What?
I said something along those lines.
I mean, dude, we're showing it.
Mm-hmm.
We're showing what we can show.
Indeed. It's like you ever do
And
those you ever do those like fat finger discount or issues or like you're looking to go in like a specific size but you actually end up doing like 10 times that size. So
yeah,
I was just
yesterday.
looking I was just I was just looking to build a position of like two micros at the 680 and then add at 660 and I did 12
Yeah,
myself. So
that
for
will happen. Sometimes it's a happy mistake because it just takes off, but most times it's not. And you know what'll happen is I'll have the it happens most often when you had scaled in or whatever and you left a position big like the order entry, and then you come back the next day and it's still at like 10 or whatever it was. But yeah, it happens.
hmm I mean, that was a pleasant mistake. I will say that.
You ain't complaining.
I ain't complaining, you know.
All right. Profit taking where we expected it. A little bit stronger than I wanted.
Oh, good
They're
free.
buying aggressively.
Yeah, good bounce. Yeah.
Yep. Bounce exactly around those 690s.
Yeah, I wanted that 660, but yeah.
Well, let's see. Hopefully they get us, good. I like to see one last push with with a huge wick with volume, but we might not get that. How many contracts did they trade there? 26K. But yeah, or you want to go long and you go short. That just happened to me like a few minutes ago. I don't know if you saw it. I went in.
You were
Um,
short. Yeah.
I went long, but I wanted to go short, so I hit out really quickly. Because I used the shortcuts here. You could press Shift to buy and Alt to sell. So sometimes I'll press the wrong thing and then
Yep.
click. So this morning I went. I don't know if you saw it. I went in long and I was like, oh shoot, and then kicked. Because I saw it going down and I'm like, I'm red, and I'm like, wait, what's going on?
No, I didn't see that, but yeah,
Yeah.
those mistakes happen. It's like, ah,
It happens, which is why I really like scaling into positions, right?
same.
This way, it's a small mistake. All right, I'm just gonna get out here about 2.5 R because I see the buying and I don't know if I'm gonna
Yeah.
get that last push.
I mean, 10:30.
We might.
Yeah, yeah.
What I don't want it to do is to pull back, hit me out, and then go back down while I'm already 2+ Rs in profit. So
Yeah, nah, definitely secure something.
we can always find another entry in another position. This way I'll be risking my P&L, not my, I'll be risking the profits, not
Mm-hmm. Not your principal, right?
not the principal. Exactly.
Yeah.
There
Love
you go.
that.
Investor speak here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Teach them some of the acronyms, some of the definition and terminology.
Indeed.
Like, what's ROI? Return on investment.
I was gonna say, I was trying to find something funny, but couldn't come up with anything. Risk over.
Risk over. What's something with an I?
I don't know. Risk over
I have to get back to you on that
intimidation. I don't know.
one.
Whatever.
Intimidation.
We don't have any good ones today.
Let's see. Shorts is still in play.
Short still in play. I didn't look at the ES. Let me take a look.
Oh, ES nosedive. Straight up nosedive.
Oh man. Well, that was easy.
All right.
And that might push, the ES might push much lower. There's that little cluster here. But if we don't hesitate there, I mean, we're looking at those 7600s. I remember you talking about 7600 the other day, but I can't remember what it was about. You talked about 7600.
Oh, there we go. We broke
Yeah,
it. We're under
there we go.
60, 50. 76.
7600s.
Oh, yes, on that was yesterday.
It was the
On
ES. I can't
on
remember what
ES,
it
yeah.
was, but yeah.
Yeah, it was on ES. Like if it got under 76.18, you could write it down to 76.10, and then underneath 76.10 we see 7600. Yeah, so that was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's playing out today. But
Oh yeah, I didn't finish what I was talking about on SpaceX. So yeah, the what I'm seeing is them adjusting rules more and more to allow more and more retail investors slash traders in the market, right? There used to be those huge barriers. Remember the PDT rule, et cetera, et
mhm.
cetera. I think more and more they're allowing retail in just to capture as much of that liquidity as possible, right? And I think All right, we're getting into these interesting levels, guys.
Yeah. At this point, this could come all the way down to 500.
And this is where you need to be okay that you were in the short, you got out early, but it is what it is.
Yep.
These used to piss me off.
Nah. Once it happens, like, you just let it be.
No, I found the solution. Well, now it's okay, but I found the solution. That's why I always had just one last contract that I let ride, and then I get the mental satisfaction. I had a teacher that used to call that mental masturbation, but the
Mm.
mental satisfaction that okay, you wrote it till the end, it worked or it didn't work.
Wow. This is gone.
This is falling.
Yeah. Heavily. Okay.
Colin, you got an email saying, okay, interesting. I haven't heard that development for the future side. We're cooking a lot. We're cooking a lot of things in the background for you guys. I'm sure if trading views coming, it's probably going to come to the CFD side first before futures. But we'll see. We'll see. Everything is possible. But for now, it's not coming to the future side just yet, unless there's been a development right this minute while I'm trading live that I haven't heard about, and I'll know by this afternoon or tomorrow morning. But yeah. But I gotta say, I know people like to trade on TradingView, but if you if you like reading momentum, the refresh rate is not as fast on TradingView as Black Arrow. So FYI. Or right into my level. All right, guys, we're falling here. Let's see. Let's see how these guys step in.
Market said, I got what you want. Unwind on everything. Tesla, Nvidia. I'm curious to see if SpaceX is dropping as well.
SpaceX pulled back, but it's not dropping. I'm looking at it.
Oh yeah, see?
It's pulled
Yeah,
back, but it
definitely moving like a
hasn't
robot.
dropped.
You know?
I mean, let's look at it.
You know?
Then again, percentage terms, how much is that? 7%. So yeah, looking at the overall market, we're pulling back. Nvidia dropping a little bit. Tesla, oof, look at Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla and Nvidia, look at them. Nosedive. Straight.
Microsoft, Amazon, barcoding here. Meta, Google holding. Broadcom. Do you ever trade those weird contracts like corn or
Corn, I've traded
or
coffee.
natural gas, the Widowmaker?
Yes.
Okay.
Um, I've traded coffee, orange juice, natural gas, copper,
Nice.
silver, pork, which is lean hog,
Hmm.
beef, which is live cattle, sugar, lumber,
Oh, you've been
wheat,
around. I think
soybean.
the weirdest one I've traded is just copper and a little bit of natural gas. That's it.
Yeah, and there was a point where like oil was like my go-to. So like throughout the
Really?
years, yeah, throughout the years, there's been moments where specific instruments were like the one really moving, right? There was times where copper would move amazingly during the Asian session, right?
Hmm.
Last year from November to December of, well, to January of this year, silver, amazing, moving beautifully. I got
Hmm.
cracked on silver in January when it dropped, when it did that 35% drop in one
Yep.
day, no halts, which is like, I've been trading the markets where I've seen stocks halted. I've seen the actual futures market halted right at 5%. So during COVID,
Uh-huh.
5%
Yep.
down,
I
halt.
remember those.
5% up, halt. So if you, and every other instrument, right, whether it's a stock, um, they would get halted after, like if it moved 5 points within a specific time. But the manipulation on silver to where they were only allowing it to move a certain amount to reset and drop this thing 35%, and there was like no major halt, was just like absurd.
Crazy.
I've I've traded orange juice. Like orange juice, I would trade it from like 8 in the morning. It closes early. Lean hog starts at 9:30 and it closes at 2 p.m. Right. So lean
Hmm.
hog and live cattle, those are U.S. based commodities. So they go off of like U.S. Holiday. So like if the market is closed, like say on Friday, right?
Hmm.
Lean hog and live cattle wouldn't trade. Orange juice as well wouldn't trade. Coffee is predominantly off of Brazil's time, and it goes off of like if something happens there, it'll affect the prices of coffee. Wheat, wheat from Ukraine, the Ukraine area. So when the war between Ukraine and Russia started, I mean, wheat went through the roof.
Yeah, I bet.
So yeah, so I've traded a number of things. I've traded treasuries, the 5-year treasury, the 10-year, the 30.
Hmm.
But those things, they move so slow, man. It's like
Yeah, that's the
you're
thing.
literally just sitting there watching paint dry, and your mind is just melting.
No, you
Um,
have to basically set it and forget it. There's no other way to do it. And that's
Crazy.
mostly why I haven't, me being, 90% intraday,
Mhm.
and then everything else is just super long term mostly. I'll do a couple swing trades here and there, but I don't know, man. I'll do maybe 4 swing trades a year.
Mhm.
It's super slow, super slow.
Yeah,
You could
I've
get,
been around.
yeah,
Yeah, been around a bit.
been around the block.
Yeah, there was a time. You remember that year that crashed?
When it went negative,
Huh?
when it
Yeah,
went negative,
it
yeah, I
went
remember.
negative, right? So I was trading with a CFD broker, right? I bought
Hmm.
oil at like $1, right?
Whoa.
The next session, it gapped up. It opened and gapped up like 6 points to like $6, $7.
Hmm.
And the broker, they charged me a swap fee, right? So if anyone's ever traded CFD, so like depending on the interest of that specific asset, you either get paid to hold or you get charged, whether you're
Hmm.
holding a long or a short, depending, right?
Depending on
Um,
who's, yeah.
so they, so I bought at $1. It gapped up to five. My profit was about 10K,
Hmm.
and they charged me a swap fee, the equivalent of my profits.
Oh my
I
God.
got nothing. And at that point, like I was so pissed off at the CFD brokers. I'm like, this is some bullshit. I'm like, but it's just like the rules are the rules. They do what they do, and
Yeah.
you either accept it or you don't
Or
accept it,
you
right?
don't. Yeah.
And I was just, yeah, bro. I was mad, man. I was so tight.
I bet, man. That sucks. It sucks when you get the position, you're in profit, and then something else messes up with it. That's why I always talk about those time I borrowed those shares and then I ended up losing. I was so pissed off.
Yeah,
So yeah, man, that sucks. That sucks. But hey, you live and you learn and you don't make the same mistakes again.
facts.
All right. I was thinking of nibbling in that long, but looks like it's gonna take off without me.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, it's taking off.
You know what it's one thing that pisses me off a little bit. And I know it's because I'm trading live. I'm being more cautious than I would be if I wasn't.
Yep.
But you know when that thing taps into a level, I've had this level here since yesterday. It tapped into the level
Hmm.
and then reverses immediately, and then you doubt a little bit.
Yeah, that's where you scale in, right? Go in one micro, build the position.
Yeah, but doing it live is different than doing it on the account that nobody sees.
Gotcha, gotcha. You want to be
But
right.
let's see. I
So
mean,
you
not
want.
that I want to be right. I don't want to look bad on camera.
No, I mean, I would think
But it's
everyone would understand that, you know, I mean, no matter what, like we're not gonna be right all the time. I mean,
yeah, of course.
I got stopped out on the last trade, right? So it's like we're not gonna be perfect, and I mean, we can't. No one can, right? So it's
Yep.
just like, you know, you find your areas, take your base hits, and you rock out.
That's it. Let's see if we get a little pullback.
Yeah.
If
If it goes
not,
back to the 660s, I'm gonna enter long. Just waiting.
but it looks like it wants to take off. So if it takes off, it takes off.
Yeah. Out of range of
Let's see.
660. I mean, although it did break above and retested it, 650, 659, but I didn't take it. I'm gonna wait for the London close. So we got about 17 minutes for the London market to close.
Let's see. I'm long at 620 on another account, but
Okay.
didn't catch the live one.
I gotta see what's up when I get in my account, man. Gotta hit up Jonathan. Need that, need that black arrow Exodus. Scan. Good. Oh, come on. But that was a really nice short, man.
It was, yeah. It was. I thought we were gonna get. That's what I thought we were gonna get earlier, like a really fast drop, like right off the open, and then maybe a possible recovery. But they tried to hold it up.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, though. When we get those moves, my thought is, are we recovering, or it was just was it just profit taking, and then we're just gonna have a second leg to the downside?
Good question.
That's always the question I have, which is why I'm waiting. We'll see if it's gonna fall down. Then it's already too late for me. But if we hold this level again, then we'll probably get the recovery.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still at the upper third of yesterday's daily candle, so that's constructive.
And we just bounced off the 60s. It's not that strong, but I'm gonna wait for London to close, and then once London closes, if it can hold over that, I'll take a long.
All right.
I'll start off with micros and then build the position. What's today? 16.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this is a strong down move. Now, was this the opportunity? This could have been the opportunity.
Did it take you long to get accustomed to the platform? The
To Black
brokerage?
Arrow?
Yeah.
Not at all. Like maybe a week tops.
2 week.
Because I just started pressing every button once I knew we were gonna use it, and that was before we went live and everything. I was just testing it out privately.
Yep.
Um, yeah, it's pretty fast, man. I mean, if somebody's open minded to, and I'm, I back in the day when I was in advertising, you would have to switch software and stuff regularly. So I'm pretty open minded when it comes to new stuff. I'm always willing to try the new thing, and I think
Gotcha.
Black Arrow is pretty user friendly and pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Given the amount of platforms I've tried, and I like the fact that like you can change the words to whatever like country to different countries versus it just being a default of like English or Russian or just English if you're using like a US brokerage. But if you ever use like MetaTrader, it's either English or Russian. Still going. Still going. 13 minutes left. London close. I'm looking at this 200 EMA on the 15 minute, wondering if it might even come down to test that. Let me see. Okay. On the 760s was a 760 test. Hovering. Yeah, if this thing stays under 600, we could see a 400 test, 30,400, which would kind of unwind some of the gap from Sunday. So Sunday's gap began at 30,190. Uh, yeah. Under 500, yeah. Wait, what happened? Can't hear you. Nope, yeah, can't hear you. Okay. Down, down, down she goes. So we have the crossover 760. She trying. Possible V-shaped recovery after London. 10 minutes. There's the buying.
What about now?
There you go. Yep, can hear you now. Oh, nope, went out again. Like, we need IT. There you
What
go.
about now?
Yep, can hear you now.
Yeah, I think it's my cable's giving issues.
Gotcha.
I need to change. I'll swap it out.
All right.
All right, so I saw a little bit of volume coming in. I'm getting in a little bit before London.
Short?
No, not even short. For a quick
Long?
little bounce.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah,
if
we
we get
got
a quick little
9 minutes to
bounce.
go.
Not even that tall.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. looks good.
Quick scalping, risking the prior lows. Might not work, but we'll see.
I think it might work. Let's see. Still waiting.
Yeah, I'm risking a little bit of the profit, so
Oh,
we're all good.
the low you're risking, is it the low of the current 15-minute candle or the prior one?
No, the low of the current one.
Okay.
The prior one would put me at, well, I could risk 1 R. I mean, I could risk the prior one. But my thing is, it shouldn't, because if it's gonna go lower, it'll wick me out there.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see.
Roger that.
Thank you, Butterkeeper. Do you hear me now? Let me know. I think we're back on. Caesar says he could hear me.
Yep. I can. Loud and clear.
Awesome. Yeah, but this is not super convincing for longs yet. I think this might be somewhat of a dead cat bounce, or it's just profit taking and then we continue lower. We'll see. ES is looking a little bit better though.
Yeah. ES has to get over 76.20.
Yeah, ES. Let me look at the ES is looking. See, we got that high. We got a much higher low, but don't know. Yeah, there's weakness here.
Yeah.
I don't even need to hold this. 7 minutes till London.
Yep. 7 minutes till
And
the end. Does anyone have any final questions, comments, or
yes, guys.
concerns? Any
That's
outlook for the remaining of the day?
all
Oh,
right.
yeah, nasty again.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't need to struggle.
Hmm. If y'all are gonna be trading for the remaining of the day, I would say, look for um, whole and half number marks, right? As like
Hmm.
potential areas of interest. So if this was to drop down to, let's say, 30,500, watch how price reacts around there. It might, give you a quick 40 to 50 point, maybe even 100-point bounce. Um, but be sure to just play defensive, right? As I mentioned earlier, I'm playing defensive this whole week just because of all the things that are lined up to happen. And at any moment, we could have some kind of tweet from Trump, and this thing will run up, 500 points or
Yeah,
600 points. So because of the level of uncertainty, and you do want to still, trade your setups or your strategy, or maybe not, right? If you're already up on the day, I don't recommend continuing to trade, but obviously, this is an individual thing. It's not financial advice, but me personally, I rather walk away with something than nothing, right?
exactly.
Um, and then other than that, just try to stay green if you're green. If you're down on the day, if you can recoup some of it, that's still a win, right? Don't take it to heart if you took a loss and it ended up going in your direction. Either you minimize your losses or you get to break even, which is still a win, right? So you got to look at the optimistic side of things instead of like, oh, I took this trade, I lost, and it went my way. But if you were able to, even if you do that, but you follow your trade plan where you risk X Y Z, it stopped you out. You still did good because you're respecting your trade plan, right? You're not tilting, you're not revenge trading. So yeah, that's my little spiel for the rest of the day.
I
And if
like it.
really slide, if NQ goes, negative 500-600 points, definitely I would be looking for some sort of a bounce play. But honestly, probably like once we're done streaming, I'm just gonna chill out Maybe come back like during power hour. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Here, I got my base hit on this account, so this is probably gonna be the end of it for me on this account. Had similar trades, just bigger size on my other accounts, and things are looking good as well. So for me, I think it's just gonna be a wrap, and I'm gonna go work on those social media accounts that everybody's been
Yes.
asking me. You guys could see I'm building a little set behind me and stuff to, make it look half professional. So yeah, I'm gonna go work on that and go work on a bunch of other stuff we have going on in the background with the fivers. So yeah, we could call it a day. I remind you guys, if you made 200 plus bucks today, you're making more than the average American. If you're making more than the average American, you're making more than the average person in the world. So 200 bucks a day is not chump change. Remember that, guys. Don't underestimate that. And then gradually, as you grow, those 200 will 10x, 5x, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, decent session today. We got the short. We got a couple nice trades. And yeah, man, it is a wrap. It is a wrap.
Yes, sir.
Colin saying thank you for the great insights. Always a pleasure. We enjoy this. I want to remind you guys from the 8th to the 25th, if you buy an account, you get the second account free. So that second chance offer. And then June 22nd, which we're going to have to get Caesar ready for this one with his account and everything, because we need those 1v1s. We're going to be battling traders every day
Okay.
for 5 days. All right.
Ooh, I like that.
So that's going to be fun. I did it once, battled 2 traders. It was 1-1. So I lost one, won the other. You had to try to make $1,000 in 10 minutes. So it was
Sign me
fun.
up. Oh, that's easy. Sign me up for that.
So I think that's gonna be fun. We're gonna have that going. So and then whoever, if the trader wins, they win a free account. And then if we win, we just win. We get bragging rights.
I'll take bragging rights.
So yeah. All right, guys, we are continuing to push down, but that's gonna be a wrap for today. It's been a great one. I'll be back tomorrow, same address, same time.
Yes,
See if we
sir.
can put some more profits.
All right.
All righty. Well,
All right.
we're signing off, guys. See you
Later.
soon.
See ya.